Council meeting will now come to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, honorable city council members, to our mayor and our clerk in their absence, to our city treasurer, our city attorney, our chief of staff, administrative staff here in the council chambers, and to our public viewing via our broadcast channel and YouTube Live. Welcome to the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting. Today is Tuesday, May 28, 2024. Members of the public wishing to participate in this meeting may do so under the public comment portion of the agenda. Please fill out a request to speak public comment card located on the table in the back of the chambers and hand it to me, the deputy clerk. And at this time, we'll have roll call. Councilwoman Abdo. Here. Councilman Barden.
Here.
Councilwoman Roscoe.
Here.
Councilwoman Talley.
Here.
The record will reflect that Councilman Wadsworth is excused due to surgery. Councilwoman Williams.
Here.
And Councilman Wilson.
Here.
Mr. Chair, there is a quorum for tonight's regular meeting.
Thank you.
Council, it was necessary for us to amend the agenda to add an action item under the clerk's report. So what we will be presenting to you for approval is an amended agenda. The amended agenda is as follows. Number 1, agenda. Number 2, minutes. 3, petitioner. 4, chairperson's report. 5, mayor's report. 6, clerk's report. 7, treasurer's report. 8, public comment. 9, unfinished business. 10, new business. 11, warrant. 12, communication. And number 13 is adjournment. And a motion would be in order to accept tonight's regular meeting agenda as amended.
So moved to accept the amended agenda for tonight's meeting as presented.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Williams, for approval of agenda, amended agenda as presented. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo? Yes. Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Thank you, City Council. Agenda item 2A for approval are the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, May 13, 2024 at 7:30 p.m.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for approval of the minutes from the regular meeting held on May 13th, 2024 at 7:30.
I'll second that motion.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley, for approval of minutes from our regular meeting held on May 13th at 7:30. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Thank you, City Council. Agenda item 2B for approval are the minutes from the special meeting executive closed session held on Monday, May 13, 2024 to discuss an attorney opinion.
Need a motion?
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for approval of the minutes from the special meeting executive closed session held on May 13th, 2024 to discuss attorney opinion.
Second that motion.
Motion by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley, for approval of the minutes from a special meeting, executive closed session held on May 13th to discuss attorney opinion. Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Thank you, City Council. There are no petitioner under tonight's regular meeting agenda. Number 4 is the chairperson's report.
I understand we're not getting any sound in the audience.
We will investigate that.
Okay. Okay.
Here he is.
Mr. Chair, we're under the chairperson's report.
Okay, thank you, Deputy Clerk. Tonight, we had, at 6:30, we had a closed session discussing union matters. And at 7 p.m., we had public hearing, special assessment district. At this time, the chair is going to recognize the Councilwoman Abdo.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to make the motion to concur with the Administration and Human Resources Director's recommendation to approve the tentative agreement for the successor collective bargaining agreement between the City of Romulus and the Teamsters Union Local 214 to be effective from July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2028. Encompassed in the motion is to recognize June 19th, 2024 as a compensated holiday and to authorize the mayor or human resources director to be authorized signatories for all health care plan modifications included in the tentative agreement.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Roscoe, to concur with the Administration and Human Resource Director's recommendation to approve the tentative agreement for the successor collective bargaining agreement between the City of Romulus and the Teamsters Union Local 214 to be effective July 1st, 2024 through June 30, 2028. Passed in the motion to recognize June 19, 2024 as a compensation holiday and authorize the mayor or human resources director to be authorized signatories for all health plan modifications, including in the tentative agreement.
I know that's right.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Mr. Chair, I have another motion to concur with the Administration and Human Resources Director's recommendations to approve the tentative agreement for the successor collective bargaining agreement between the City of Romulus and the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees Union, Local 1917, to be effective from July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2028. Encompassed in the motion is to recognize June 19th, 2024 as a compensated holiday and to authorize the mayor or human resources director to be authorized signatories for all health care plan modifications included in the AFSCME tentative agreement.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Roscoe, to concur with the Administration and Human Resources Director's recommendation to approve the tentative agreement for the successor collective bargaining agreement between the City of Romulus and the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees Union Local 1917 to be effective from July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2028, encompassed in the motion to recognize June 19th, 2024 as a compensated holiday and to authorize the mayor or Human Resource Director to be authorizing signatories for the health plan modification, including the AFSCME tentative agreement. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved. Okay, now, that concludes Chairperson's report.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Support.
Motion by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Williams, to accept the Chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Number 5 is the mayor's report, and presenting the mayor's report is the Chief of Staff, Julie White-Toko.
Thank you, Deputy Clerk, and good evening, City Council. Before I get started with the mayor's report this evening, I'd like to draw your attention to the video screen, and we have a quick update from Vanessa in our office on upcoming events.
I'm Vanessa Talbot, and here are some events happening in Romulus. Mayor McCray is proud to announce the return of the One Romulus community meetings, a forum where residents can share ideas and concerns with public officials, public safety leaders, and neighbors. Mayor McCray will provide an update on the latest city news, followed by time reserved for questions and idea sharing from those in attendance.
Thank you, Vanessa Tolliver. And one other item before I get into the mayor's report, I'd like to ask our DDA Director, Jerry Frayer, to come forward. He had a couple things he wanted to share with council real quick.
Yeah, so good evening, Deputy Clerk, Treasurer, City Council, City Attorney, and Chief of Staff. So I just wanted to come tonight. I want to thank Vanessa because that was one thing I was going to announce too, is the Sounds in Our District on June 14th. So if you're not doing nothing that night, come on out. We're actually doing the after party afterwards too. We're closing the street down and we'll be partying and dancing in the streets across from the Artisan and using our alleyway for games. So make sure you come out that night. But also, and more importantly, this 2 weeks ago, I want to thank Block's Greenhouse for the flower donation. So the flowers around the city, they donated those. So I want to just, give a heartfelt thank you to them. I will be delivering them a certificate tomorrow as well, thanking them for their efforts and everything they do for us in the city of Romulus. And also, I want to thank the following individuals for their efforts in helping planting those flowers. Christine Knight, Emery Long, Mark Bourne, Gail Millspaul, Teresa Gosinski, Lana Bogard, and Tony Heinberger. And I want to thank the Romulus Fire Department for watering our flowers as well too, because really sometimes we've been getting a lot of rain, but when we don't get it, those 80-degree days, they help out watering them. And I just want to thank the City Hall staff. There's too many to list and go through, but they do adopt the flower pots around here. You'll see the little names in there, but they also helped out with planting those flowers too. And just a collaborative effort coming together with everybody helping planting those flowers and making our city beautiful. So just wanted to thank them, and I'll be delivering certificates tomorrow to all those individuals as well. So thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ms. Page?
I just want to tell you, because you deserve a special recognition. You work so hard, and you're always out there making phone calls, visiting with downtown, recruiting people. You guys are just, you and Jennifer, just working really hard. So I want to thank you for all your time and talent and effort. You're doing a great job.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Jerry. First item under the mayor's report this evening, item 5A, is a request for professional services agreement with Best Practices Consulting Services. With City Council's concurrence, the request is to authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the professional services agreement with Best Practices Consulting Services to help with economic gardening, business development, and technical assistance with small businesses and help promote Romulus businesses and new storefronts from June 8th, 2024 through December 12th, 2024, in the amount of $46,500.
Through the
And
chair.
I do need to point out that is through the funds that we received from Congresswoman Tlaib.
Ms. Talley?
Okay, I'd like to make that motion. I make the motion. I do have a comment after. To concur with the administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached professional services agreement with Best Practices Consulting Services to help with economic gardening, business development, and technical assistance with small businesses and to help promote Romulus businesses and new storefronts from June 8th, 2024 through December 12th, 2024 in the amount of $46,500.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Williams, for professional service agreement with Best Practices Consulting Services. Discussion first, Ms. Talley?
Jerry, I just got to say this. That Laura Sigmund is such a find. I was aware of her services, but to have it outlined like this is amazing. And then we get this with, I saw the warrant with all the grants that we get, awesome. Because I remember we had a warrant not too long ago with other businesses on it. So this looked like the second phase of the.
Yes, of the SBA grants, yes.
Okay.
And we're also currently working on round 3 as well too. So we're happy to say that we are helping support small business assistance.
Thank you for that. And I don't know if you know the answer to this, but through Laura's information, they're going to be, the people that get ahead goes through phases, first phase, second phase.
Yeah, so part of it would be a round 2 from, round 1 that she already completed. So those
Okay.
people will continue that phase on. And then we had so many people that we did a survey on that missed that round 1. So, they want to do a round 1. So she has agreed to do both of those. That's why it's from June to December. So she has agreed to do it with another lady that she works with named Liz, so we can accomplish that.
Yeah. a shout out to Laura Sigmund. That girl is rocking it over there at the Nest. And you too, I know you're over there quite a bit and
Yes, yeah.
support, and so thank you guys for your effort. This is just amazing. I'm excited about these grants that's been given to these business owners. A lot of them familiar, and even the first round of people that we had as well. So kudos, thank you so much, and Laura Sigmund as well. And I'll drop by and tell her that myself too.
Yep, sounds great. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing no other discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Thank you, council. The next item under the mayor's report, item 5B, is a request for introduction of budget amendment 2324-18. And this would be to, the request is to concur with the administration, introduce budget amendment 2324-18 to recognize donations and corresponding expenses for the 2024 Juneteenth celebration.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Roscoe?
I'll make that motion to concur with administration and introduce budget amendment 23/24-18 to recognize donations and corresponding expenses for the Juneteenth celebration.
I second that motion.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Tally, for introduction of budget amendment 23/24-18. In discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. And the last item under the mayor's report this evening is item 5C, introduction of budget amendment 2324-19. And with your concurrence, that request would be to authorize introduction of budget amendment 2324-19 to amend fiscal year budget 24, amend fiscal year 24 budget to account for depreciation and additional IT expenses.
Through the chair,
Ms. Tally?
I'd like to make that motion to concur with administration and introduce budget amendment 23/24-19 to amend the fiscal year 24 budget to account for depreciation and additional IT expenses.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Tally, supported by Ms. Abdo, for introduction to budget amendment 23/24-19. In discussion?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes, I'm looking at this. The depreciation is what, 100,000? What is it, items that's being depreciated from IT?
Steve, can you come up and address that? I'll have our IT director come up and explain that.
Good evening, Deputy Clerk, City Treasurer, Council, City Attorney, and Chief of Staff. So the depreciation, I wish actually Maria Ferris was here to discuss this, because this is actually more of a finance calculation. But as I understand it, when we do a capital outlay purchase, certain funds are put aside for depreciation. So for the usable life of, say, if we purchase a server or something like that, we say the usable life is like 5 years, we actually have to pay against that in terms of some of the depreciation costs that are going on. So basically, this is the summary of what we would be paying for those combined depreciation costs for fiscal year 23-24. And if you have any further questions, I can answer those.
So that's what I'm saying. So the depreciation, is this toward items or that we already have and kind of like ensure that they're covered for if they need repairs?
I'm not 100% sure about that, but in other words, it is a calculation that the auditors have us go through. So it's sort of like when you purchase a vehicle, you know, basically it depreciates over time. And if you were to sell it or something like that, it's only going to be worth a certain amount of it. As I understand it, and again, like I said, this is a finance calculation that I'm really not, it's not my area of expertise. But in other words, we are required to basically maintain those depreciation costs over the usable life.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that. Done.
If there's no other further questions, discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. That will conclude the mayor's report this evening.
Thank you, Chief of Staff.
Thank you, Chief of Staff. Number 6 is the clerk's report. There's only 2 action items under the clerk's report. Action item 6A, this is in response to the public hearing. A public hearing was held tonight at 7 p.m. to hear comments and objections from taxpayers regarding the proposed improvements in the special assessment district that covers Merriman, Wickham, Wick, Vining, and Smith. Hearing no objections and receiving no objections in accordance with Chapter 50, Sections 50-1 and 50-3 of the City of Romulus Code of Ordinance, Julie Albert, Director of Assessing and Financial Services, is requesting that council adopt a resolution to direct the city assessor to prepare the proposed special assessment roll for improvements and maintenance in the Merriman, Smith, Wick, Wickham, and Vining districts. If council determines to proceed with the improvement, the city assessor shall prepare the proposed assessment roll, and another public hearing will be requested to discuss and hear objections to the proposed assessment roll.
Through the chair,
Ms. Talley?
I'd like to make that motion for the special assessment for improvements and maintenance in the Merriman, Wickham, Wick, Vining, and Smith districts.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Roscoe. A resolution to direct the city assessor to prepare the proposed special assessment. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes,
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
The chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. Agenda item 6B is for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 2324-17 in the amount of $50,995 for the purchase of a Ford Transit HR T250 for the Senior Center. This budget amendment was introduced at the May 13th council meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I will make that motion for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 23/24-17 for the amount of $50,995 for the purchase of a Ford Transit HR T250 for the Senior Center.
support.
Been mentioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Williams. Because I don't have money. For second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 23-24-17. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes,
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, City Council, and that would conclude the clerk's report. Number 7 is the treasurer report, and the treasurer has indicated she has nothing under her report. Number 8 is public comment. This is the portion of the agenda for those in the audience who would like to address the city council. The rules to address the city council can be found on the back of the meeting agenda. If you would like to address city council, please raise your hand, and after being acknowledged by the chairperson, approach the podium and state your name. Please note, members of the public who submitted a public comment card will be called upon first. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Any additional time will be upon the consent of the chairperson. Mr. Chair, I have not received any requests to speak public comment cards.
Any comments from the audience? Hearing no comments from the audience, close that part out.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Number 9 is unfinished business. Number 10 is new business. Number 11 is warrant for approval is warrant 24-10.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion, we pay warrant 24-10 in the following amounts. General Fund, $187,171.16. Major Street Fund, $2,011.01. Local Street Fund, $1,036.28. Public Safety Fund, $27,738.28. Cable TV, $49.94. Merriman Road Special Assessment, $2,230.98. Street Lighting Fund, $53,930.95. Garbage and Rubbish Collection Fund, $102,699.94. Oakwood SAD, $226.07. Tax Increment Finance Authority, $245,426.94. Downtown Development Authority, $18,984.85. Michigan Indigent Defense Fund, $17,125. 911 Service Fund, $12,059.69. Drug Law Enforcement Fund, $432.77. Library Fund, $2,665.30. Water and Sewer Fund, $585,652.86. Motor Vehicle, $10,318.03. Technology Services, $36,885.04. Retiree Insurance Benefits, $647.90. Revolving Fund, $6,825, totaling all funds, $1,314,117.99.
I second that motion.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Talley, to pay warrant number 24-10 for $1,314,117.99. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes,
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Number 12 is communications.
Through the chair,
Ms.
in
Talley?
the essence of time, we're making good time. I have nothing.
Oh, wow.
I have nothing.
Oh, shut up.
What?
Circle the calendar.
I know,
This is twice. This is twice.
Oh.
This is I've done before.
give me a lottery number.
You know, don't go there. Cut it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
yes. Yes, I would just like to remind the residents as, no, I can't, we did it today. Today is not Monday. Almost, I just have one thing.
Oh, man, I know I'm gonna play a lottery.
Just reminding those out there that would like to buy a table for our June 10th event, which is June the 15th, please don't hesitate to contact me at 734-673-8396. Booth rent or table rent is for $25, and the money goes toward our Coleman Center. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any more communications from council? Then number 13 is adjournment. The time is 7:58.
So moved to adjourn.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Williams, for adjournment. Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Talley.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.